deep in the parched desert sands of ancient Osirian.
Long-forgotten secrets are becoming unearthed
that could threaten the security of the entire region.
Through cursed tombs, undead crypts, and towering pyramids,
our unlikely band of heroes must rise to the challenge
and find the secrets of
the Mummy's Mask.
Last time on the Mithril Tabletop.
Welcome to the Sanctum of Silver and Gold. How may I address your concern?
Well, my dog has gas fever.
It is still enough to remove the disease. In center of the state's southern wall stands a pair of tarnished bronze gates. Above the gate reads, "The House of Pentheru." You all failed to detect the haunt. Visions of violence overwhelm your synapses.
As Keryth scurries by Tahni, all she sees is a giant goddamn bug.
This centipede is an attack of opportunity on you, Habibi.
Hey everyone, it's Anjela, the voice of Tanhi in the Mithril Tabletops play podcast of the Mummy's Mask. I'm so glad you have made it this far, and I kind of hope that you're having as much fun as we are with this campaign. I wanted to take some time to kind of talk about what went through my mind when I began making Tahni. It kind of just really started with her class. I knew from the start I wanted it to be a barbarian, and I wanted that barbarian to hit hard. Which she has. She has fulfilled that. But when I was thinking that, I was thinking what better way to accomplish that than the giant instinct barbarian. So once I had that picked out, it was pretty easy to fill in the blanks and flesh her out a little bit. I didn't want her to be only muscle, though I kind of focused on that, but I peppered in some other traits to kind of balance her out, so that's why she does decent on her other roles. Also, when we were first making these characters, Waba really wanted us to find a reason why they would be in the city. So, like, for example, Keryth lives in the city and has a shop where he invents. But I couldn't figure out, like, how to get Tahni to fit in, because she's a catfolk, you know, why would the catfolk be there? But that's kind of like where Alyssa saved the day for me, and we ended up tying our backstories together. Maybe one day we will share it. But enough about Tahni. Let's get into episode 14. Wait, are you my mummy?
Ramses is so cute. He's
Oh my god, Ashley.
Better watch out, Waba. She's gonna try and get another dog.
Oh, goodness. So,
I can't afford that.
never mind the tipsy blonde in the corner for now.
I mean, not in a corner. I was.
But at the time of this recording, it is officially Pride Month. And I just want to wish all of our LGBTQ plus listeners happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride!
Woo! Rainbows, sparkles, glitter. Love it.
We just want
rainbow
you
flag.
to know you're appreciated, loved, and we support you.
Yep.
We even have a special profile picture for this month.
That's true. It's follow us on our subreddit, r/the Mithril Tabletop. Come follow us right now. You know what? Why are you still listening? Literally pause. We'll be here. Go to the Reddit right now. No, I know you're just shaking your head at me. No, stop what you're doing, Paul. Go to the Reddit.
Paul!
That's
One
my
person is going to be
grandfather's
listening to this.
It's because he's appalled they haven't stopped yet.
Oh, the puns are going!
Erin's not gonna apologize.
How
for that.
appalling.
Thank you. That was
Alyssa on fire!
Hey,
I got lost in the
Saul,
shuffle.
what you did there?
no.
Hey, Bible jokes.
You can't.
Oh my
No.
god, turn this around.
Oh, come on,
It's
that's a
perfect
good
'cause it's
one.
Middle Eastern.
What's wrong with the Saul one? That's legitimate.
No,
That is
I'm laughing at what
legitimate.
Alyssa just said.
I know.
It's funny
Oh
though
my
because
goodness.
he's Canadian, but it's fine.
I am still very ethnically. I was about to say ambiguous because that's what I said a lot. No, I'm still very ethnically Egyptian.
Movies.
I'm ethnically ambiguous. Okay.
All right. I guess this is the time where I have to share the
What
story.
in the
So
Oh God.
I used to work for Chipotle.
Chipotle!
is
Oh,
a
sorry.
very, let's say, Mexican light cuisine place. Everyone knows what Chipotle is. But I'm working there, and I look like how I look. You know, brown skin, dark hair, and all. And We're closing down, so I'm in the back washing some dishes, and then the cashier at the front says, "Hey, we got a customer." Cool. I'm the first person they go up to, so I come out, I wash my hands, dry them off, and as I round the corner, this middle-aged white lady, like just straight up Karen, she goes, "Oh my God, are you a real Mexican?"
Oh my gosh.
Are
What?
you kidding me?
And it took everything in me to stop myself from laughing. I was like, "No, actually, I'm Egyptian," and I served her. And then after the fact, I thought of, I should have said, "No, actually, I'm in training." God dang it.
And now, because my brother-in-law is actually half Mexican, so now we have my Mexican brother-in-law and my in-training Mexican significant other. The family is complete.
Oh my goodness. No, I've been mistaken for Indian a lot because I have a
Yes.
very pronounced nose. And I'm like, I don't know. A lot of people just mistake me for all these different ethnicities around the world, but I'm very much Egyptian through and through.
Your mom's neighbor thought you guys were Indian.
Yeah, I don't blame her. We do look a little Indian, but it is what it is. Well, hey, no, this is a good segue because speaking of ethnically ambiguous people, Habibi is ethnically ambiguous.
Are you saying
He's Assyrian, but like, he's dark skinned. He's like, he could be Egyptian, but he's actually Assyrian. I don't know, whatever. There's something there. Give me this one.
Egyptian doesn't exist?
Hellish.
He is, all right, I'm sorry. He's Kellish. He's very ethnically unambiguous.
Guys, I apologize for how rude this boyfriend is between Kellish and Osirian.
How am I rude? What did I do?
Ugh, can't tell the difference.
What did I do?
Anyway, Waba, your segue.
Right. So, when we last left our heroes... should I do... No, I'm going to do the hero point after. When we last left our heroes, they had wandered into the House of Pentheru, this opulent ancient mansion, 2,000 years old. They walked into the front garden and were immediately attacked by a haunt, the memories of violence. You watched as this house, the residents of this house and the guards protecting it were trying to hold the gates, but were eventually broken through as an army of driven mad people, citizens, rushed into the house on a murderous rampage. You guys then eventually managed to quell the haunt for now, but you know the haunt hasn't been completely destroyed until the gate is fixed. You then decided to go west. And as you entered these garden gates, you found a garden that was once decorated and opulent and full of lush greenery is now overtaken by the desert sands. And that's not the only thing that has overtaken them. These two huge mechanically, giant whiptail centipedes emerge from their slumber and begin attacking you. Tahni is taking the front, and Habibi just started casting electric arc when one of them whipped its tail, giving them their distinctive name. And that MVP very clearly goes to Habibi.
Yay!
What?
For just
That's so well deserved.
absolutely cranking out that healing. It was really needed. Well done, Habibi. Again, MVP for Habibi for all that healing. Also, he may need that extra hero point today. MVP to Habibi for help keeping the party healthy and wealthy, and for helping keep the positive vibes going. Positive vibes all the time. And then finally, MVP to Habibi for saving everyone, and he brought back Khepri and Ramses. Ramses is back to life. Habibi deserves it all, and absolutely MVP.
Duh.
I don't know if Ramses was ever dead. Oh, you guys did go unconscious.
Excuse
for a
you,
little bit there.
we both went
because of the
unconscious.
haunt.
And
Yeah.
I'm still not
Haunts are-
happy with you about that, sir. Like, I have a bone to pick with you.
You did.
I
last
still
week
do.
when we
Like,
got
to
off
this
recording.
day, I'm still mad. You
Well,
don't
the
kill
honorable
the
mention-
dog.
The dice roll where they roll. An honorable mention goes to Tahni.
Yay,
She
Tahni.
did a great job finding the haunt and figuring out how to dispel it. Habibi was super impressed at her intuition on that subject. Very well done all around. Are you guys ready to jump right back into it now then?
If we must.
Yes, give me the deets.
You sound anxious. All right, this is giant whiptail centipede. Here comes the tail whip. It's super effective, maybe. I'm gonna roll a 22 against Habibi.
Oh, just a 22?
Just a 22?
I mean, yeah, that hits, but I was expecting like a crit.
Oh, see, these guys are just big. They're not that hard. Habibi, you're going to take 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Why would you ever do that to our cleric?
What do you mean?
Because he acted first.
All right, now you may cast your electric arc spell, and I shall roll the reflex saves to account for it.
Yeah, it's 9 damage.
All right, well, the top one is going to succeed, but the bottom one is going to critically succeed. So the bottom one takes no damage, and I think, Habibi, is that the rest of your turn?
I don't remember if I moved or not, so we'll just say that's the rest of my turn.
Cool. All right, Keryth, it is your turn.
Which one of them was it that took the attack of opportunity on Habibi? The one to the south?
This one here directly in front of you, yep.
Okay. Let's see. I can't get around to flank it because then that guy is gonna get pissy. So I'm going to move down here for my first action. So I'm moving to the southwest of Tahni. So we're all catty corner to each other to be right in front of that centipede. Action number 2, we are gonna try an overdrive.
At this level, your DC is 18, so it should be pretty standard, pretty easy for you to make, right? 18, easy.
Yes, I rolled a 15 on the die for a 26. Damn it, 2 off from a crit.
Good job, Keryth.
All right, and then final action, I'm gonna hit it, or attempt to.
Attempt to hit it.
Yep. Haha! I rolled a 14 on the die for a 23 to hit this ugly asshole.
A 23 does hit. He's not ugly. Look at him. He's so cute. Look at the little bug eyes with those little pincer claws.
Yes, adorable.
Do you think it's cute, Tanhi?
It attacked Habibi. Anything that attacks Habibi is not cute.
Stop stalling. Roll the damage.
All right, so that is going to be a total of 6 points of damage. I did not roll very great.
Cool. Giant Whiptail Centipede takes the full 6 points of damage. Khepri, it is your turn. What does a druid have to say about seeing this gigantic Whiptail Centipede?
Well, she can just see it through the door, so she's kind of like, crap. Let me look. I can go 25 feet, so I can go here. First move.
First action, you stride up. You're much closer to the giant Whiptail Centipede now. What's next?
Well, I want to try and see if I can get them to leave by talking to them, because I'm a druid, and I don't want to fight them if I don't have to fight them.
All right.
They started it.
I know, but now I'm going to ask them. I'm going to say, listen, my friends, they could really hurt you, and it would be in your best interest to leave. I promise you that.
All right.
So I'm going to roll a diplomacy check, or should I roll a nature? Nature?
Roll me a diplomacy check.
Darn it.
Well, it would make sense for druids to speak to animals through nature.
Yeah.
Let her do it.
Roll me a nature check.
Yes, okay.
Roll me 1 nature check for each of them, so 2 nature checks total.
Okay, I have the first nature check. I rolled a 6 on the die for a 17. That's going to be for the one closest to me. For the second one, I rolled, and this is going to be the one above it, I rolled a 12 on the die for a total of 23.
I mean, it's still not bad.
All right. So, you say this. You tell them to leave you guys and your friends alone. The one down here seems unfazed, unbothered. He just hisses at you, and you understand that it's implying that it's starving and it wants food. This one over here hesitates, and it also is starved, but it wants it like. You guys are attacking, and Tahni and Habibi look a little bloodied right now, so it's kind of hesitating here. I'll make it slowed to as it weighs down, or I guess stunned to would make more sense, as it's kind of like debating whether or not to leave or stay. So it will only have 1 action next round, but you have 1 action remaining.
If they're hungry, I still have chicken jerky.
That's true. What would you like to do?
I would like to throw chicken jerky at them.
So it's in your backpack currently. You're going to have to pull it out. So 1 action to pull off your backpack, another action to pull it out, and then a third and final action to toss it. Taking things out of your backpack is hard in the middle of combat. So you can make that your full round next round.
What if it's in my pockets?
Well, it's not. The chicken wouldn't be in your pockets. The rations are in your backpack in your character sheet.
I'm going to just try to convince them again then. I'm going to say, no, really. I'll feed you chicken if you stop attacking us.
All right, try again.
Okay, same thing.
All right, so a 23 and a 13, you are going to you are going to again get the same impression that these guys have already mostly made up their mind. Although this one down here, you're being very insistent. I did make the DC higher since you're not really changing the nature of your diplomacy check. You're just saying the same thing again. And while being repetitive can help you in some cases, these things aren't very clever. And so repeating the same command only makes this one stunned 1 instead of stunned 2.
Oh, nuts. Well, anyway, I'm going to tell all of them and be like, listen, guys, I am trying to tell them to leave because I don't want to get knocked down again. I'm sure you guys don't want to get knocked down. I think they're hungry, so if anyone has food that you want to give them, maybe they'll leave us alone.
Or maybe we could just kill them.
Oh no, I know Tahni's super scared of bugs.
Well, speaking of Tahni, it is Tahni's turn.
Yeah, so right away, step up, rage.
Oh, poor Tahni. Poor bugs.
These things ain't gonna last long.
Khepri just looks over and sees Tahni raging, and she's like, oh, these bugs don't stand a chance. I tried to warn them.
I got a 19 on the die for a 29.
Oh my god, that is a crit exactly.
Oh, wow.
32
Dang.
points of damage.
Holy
Jesus
shit.
fucking Christ. 32, you hear this echoing, sickening crunch as like half this body of this Whiptail Centipede flies off of it. It's kind of like writhing in pain, like the half that you cut off, and it like falls in the pool, and it's like it screeches and howls in pain and anguish, but it does not seem to fall. It's still barely alive, but it is alive.
And that is my turn.
It is indeed. I believe it is your turn, Tariq.
Okay, so Tariq is, I mean, he's, even though everyone's gathering around this one bug, might as well get one off the game board. So Tariq's going to come up to past Habibi, and he's going to try and do a spell strike with Tanglefoot to keep it in place, hopefully.
Oh,
Interesting.
So he's going to use the two-hand +1 staff strike. First time I get to use the +1 rune.
Here you go. Everyone's so excited to try their new +1s.
It'll be even better when we get striking.
Well, it doesn't do much good for me. I'm going to go ahead and use a hero point. I don't care.
Oh, early hero point. Okay.
Listen, anytime, like, I don't waste my hero points because I
fair.
just don't.
That's
So I'm gonna try that again because it was only 16 and I definitely know that's not good enough. So I'm gonna... Come on, you got this!
Come on, Tariq.
They're not that scary!
Tariq
Are
has
you
the hair in his
freaking
eyes.
kidding me?
What'd you get?
One less, it's now 15.
Oh,
Well,
shoot.
That's a bummer.
Our house rule is that hero points always give you the higher of the two results. But you're right, a 16 is still a miss no matter what.
Yeah.
Alright, well that was a spell strike, so that's both actions left. So we're going to move on to the giant Whiptail Centipede to the top, and it was stunned as it weighed its decisions based on Khepri's offer, but it sees that Khepri's allies are still attacking, so it's not convinced. Khepri's clearly a liar, and it just hisses and not growls, it just hisses and snaps its pincers clicking in the front of its face, and it's going to target Tariq, who's right within its reach.
Pods, how's Khepri a liar? Khepri literally said, my friends are gonna kill you if you don't leave. That's not a lie.
She didn't say we
It's true.
would stop. She didn't say
It's true.
we'd
She
stop
did say
fighting
that.
them. She said to leave.
Exactly. Get out. I'm warning you. My friends are crazy.
They have an intelligence of -5, and apparently so do I.
No,
An
you do
18.
not, mister. You are so smart.
Agree to disagree. 18 to hit Tariq. What do you got for me?
Actually, I need to see since the level up. That does not hit. Oh, boy.
Oh,
An 18 misses. All right. So we're going to move to the one to the south here. It was also stunned 1, but now it has both of its actions remaining. You know what? It doesn't want to die.
Yeah.
So it is going to run up to the wall and immediately skitter with half its body off the side of the wall and run away with its final 2 actions.
Run to freedom.
This is when I want attack of opportunity.
You really want to kill these things.
Oh my god, they're bugs.
Kepri's just over here tiny and short and just looking at them with these big little heart eyes like, he waded to freedom. He's leaving us alone. I think it's a he, but whatever. It's leaving us alone. Cool. Save yourself.
Well, Habibi, it is your turn.
Habibi is going to step over in front of Tahni And then he is going to cast Electric Arc again. Oh my gosh.
All right. Well, the position you chose happens to also
Oh
be
my
within
gosh.
15 feet of these giant Whiptail Centipedes. So, once again, we're going to take another tail whip at you. And it is going to be a 21 this time. I don't know what I rolled last time.
I think it was about the same. Yeah, that hits.
All right, a 20. Perfect. 21 hits, not a crit. So we're going to do 11 points of damage this time. Look at that.
One extra damage.
I know. Fear the centipedes.
Centipede.
But it's okay.
The
It's
other
going to
one
get a
left.
reflex save. Habibi, you're still up. You're still fine, right? You're not down?
Yeah, I'm fine.
All right, cool. What is your spell DC? Because I'm curious.
My spell DC is 19.
Ugh! I rolled a 28. One off from a crit.
Nice.
All right. What's your damage?
So,
How much damage is he taking?
6, so half of that.
All right, so he takes 3 electricity points of damage. Keryth, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna go up here with my first action.
All right.
And
Right up in the face of death of this giant centipede.
You mean the centipedes in
Yeah.
the face of death?
fuck this centipede. Alright, so and then we are gonna do explode.
Goodness gracious.
So you need to do a reflex save. DC 19 basic reflex save.
Easy reflex save. Tell me, how does a natural 20 grab you?
I think that you're a terrible person and you should go and kill your monsters.
Wow, that's a very aggressive statement. It's just a game, Katie. Relax.
Anyway, so nothing happens because you're a jerk.
Oh no.
But I gotta do my unstable check. So let me do that.
So aggressive.
I'd say reflex is a really good thing for them.
I mean,
Yeah,
They-
so I
since
failed the
they-
unstable
they,
check, so I cannot do anything else with the unstable trait.
Oof.
And that was all 3 actions.
Oof.
So I'm useless. Continuing on.
Oh.
Continuing on.
It's like Tahni's the only one landing a hit.
rough round for Keryth. It's all right. Khepri, it is your turn. Perhaps you can do something because these things seem more intent on eating the large snacks in front of them as opposed to whatever small snacks you might have.
But Khepri has small snacks and they're good. Ugh. I warned them. Tanhi does not like bugs, and Tanhi is not going to go easy on any of them. I warned them.
She hasn't been.
And
She has not been taking it easy on them.
Exactly.
On
One
any of
already
them.
figured this shit out and left. This one clearly isn't going to figure it out. So Khepri's just going to look at it and roll her eyes and be like, I tried, okay? I tried. She's offended. So she's going to be like, I'm going to put you out of your misery then if you don't want to listen.
Oh my god!
And she's going to send an electric arc. You know why? Because she's kind of mad.
Luckily, you are within 30 feet of them.
I know.
It is behind, or half of it is behind this wall, so it will
Oh,
receive
well, hold
a
on.
plus.
Then I'll just move.
Okay.
That's my first move.
Never mind.
There you go.
Never mind that last statement. All right, it will no longer receive the
Because
+1 bonus from cover.
In my head, I moved.
You didn't move it on the
I
map or
forgot to
told
tell
us.
you, but in my head I was moving.
All right. Roll me the damage.
Here's your damage. Take it. 4 or 8. Oh gosh, I can't spell. I can't count. 8.
I rolled a 21. Not great on this reflex save, but I will still succeed, I believe.
And you'll take 4.
So I'll take 4 points of electricity damage. This thing is injured. It's not looking super rough, but it's Tahni's turn, so that might change.
Yup. I warned it.
Okay, here we go. I'm going to rush up to it, and I'm going to have my axe out ready to go. And I'm just going to go. I've rolled a 5 on the die for a 15.
A 15, unfortunately, is going to just scratch the outer carapace of this armor. You don't get past its hardened outer shell.
And then I roll a natural 1. So
Oh.
Man.
Feast or famine with Tahni, it seems like.
I talked Tahni up too much. I jinxed her. Sorry, Tahni. Sorry.
it's the bugs. It's the bugs.
Oh no.
Yeah, they're creepy. You had the adrenaline, and it's like fading a little bit now. Oh, you better not let it fade completely. Tariq, it is your turn.
Can I whack between Keryth
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Tahni? Great. So I'm just gonna take a step forward then. I'm like, watch out, guys, and then he's going to once again try to at least hit him with his staff. I mean, I can't do a spell check. Just never mind. I'll just hit him. I'll just try with hit with the staff.
All right, hit with a normal staff then.
Oh, now it rolls the 18. Okay, fine, whatever.
Good job,
28
staff.
total.
Good job, Tariq.
28 is just shy of a crit, but that does hit.
Okay. And then the damage is 6.
6 points of bludgeoning damage is still significant. Chip it away. Those things add up, man.
And then I'm going to, with
Spend an action to recharge your spell strike.
Nah.
All right.
I'm gonna do Magus analysis.
Magus
and
analysis. All right.
Magus analysis, and then try and find out something about him. So should I roll nature or?
Yes, please. Nature check, and you hit it, so +1.
Yeah. All right. Oh, I forgot I'm not trained in nature. Shoot.
Oh no.
You're not trained in
Oh.
nature?
Is
So you can
nature
still
the
roll it
only?
anyways.
Is it the only thing?
Well, it is only an animal and nothing else, so it's just really big animal. Yeah, only nature.
But
Come
I
on, you
hit
can
it,
roll
so
really high.
nah, it was a 7 on the die. No,
well, let me see.
So 8
8?
total.
Nah, 8 is 10 below the DC you need, actually.
Oh no. Tariq, it's okay.
Well, that.
Hey, at least your thing's recharged.
Yeah, I thought it was
Alright.
only on success though.
I don't think so. Double check.
It says if your check is successful.
Gotcha. Nope.
Lame.
It
Man,
do
these
be
rolls
like
are terrible today.
that. Mine haven't been too bad. I don't know what you're talking about. All right. This giant Whiptail Centipede is then going to lunge backwards. It's going to rear its head, and these giant pincers are going to dig down, and they're going to just crash into Tahni. We're going to do a mandible strike.
That's not very nice.
Not at all.
I rolled an 18 on the die for a 29 total.
Wow.
That's a crit.
Is that
No.
That is a crit.
Bad.
No.
You
We
are going to
decline.
Bad,
take
Andrew.
No.
You are going to take 26 piercing damage.
Holy fuck balls.
Hold on. Hold up.
Holding on.
She's got something.
No.
Oh.
I'm just subtracting that. Okay, I'm still up.
Okay, she's
All
up.
right.
She's up.
All right. I also
Frickin'
need you to roll
barbarians,
me
man.
a fortitude save as this venom digs into your bloodstream and it begins to poison
That's not
you.
nice.
I don't think it does because I rolled a natural 20.
Oh. Ha! Take that, GM.
All right, fair enough. With its second action, it is going to target Tariq instead.
No.
And
No.
yes.
That's
and then
my
it's gonna
baby
hit
brother.
him.
Leave him alone.
Well,
But
your baby brother's getting bitch slapped in the face with
That's
a tail.
rude.
does Tariq get a bonus since he's behind me?
Yes, but it's not going to matter because I rolled a 9 total.
See, I told you no.
That's why Tahni blocked it. Thanks,
Tahni,
Tahni.
you're the best.
Its final action, it is going to skitter away over here, deeper into the garden, putting some distance between it and you guys. Habibi, it is your turn.
Habibi, do not
Habibi?
approach it.
He's got a new reaction. Round has reset. He has the reach of 15 feet.
Hey now, that's meta knowledge.
No, it's everything that he's done so far.
Yeah, it's from experience. You guys have seen him hit about this distance
Wait, are you
away.
trying to hit
Guys,
us?
notice
Both
all
of
of these
them. Both of
and
them could do it. Habibi's learned this.
yes.
He's not dumb. He's not smart, but he ain't dumb.
He's incredibly wise, in fact.
Think of Tariq like a coach. He's just giving you some pointers right before you
I
go.
love it.
Okay.
Tariq, you're great.
I
I'll keep
appreciate
you.
it.
I'm not something that can be kept.
I don't have a spell that'll reach him, so I'm just gonna move up here next to Tariq, Keryth, and Tanhi, and I'm gonna do lay on hands on Tanhi.
All right, and Tahni, you receive, how many healing is at this level? I think it's 12, right?
Yes, it's
Yay.
12.
12 hit points. So Tahni just, zoom, magical healing powers of the divine. I do believe you have one action remaining, Habibi.
I guess I could try recalling knowledge since we haven't got a whole lot.
Sure. Try one more time. Let's see what you got. Nature check, por favor.
I rolled an 18 on the die for a total of 27.
Oh, geez.
Nice.
Almost a critical success. But I will tell you this. You learn a little bit of a new piece of information from this giant Whiptail Centipede. I think you succeeded last time, too. This thing doesn't just have venom, which you just learned about, seeing Tahni react. Like, the mandibles pulled back, and you see like this green kind of like dripping away from the flesh the flesh wound in Tahni's I guess bicep or something. No, you also know that when they hit with their tail attack, they can also hit with such force that they could just knock you down from the sheer force of the attack. They have knockdown on top of their tail attack, and that tail attack is agile.
Ew.
I mean, that's
Gross.
their whole shtick. They're whiptail centipedes. They whip their tail back and forth. So,
I whip the tail back and forth. I whip my tail back and forth.
Keryth, it is your turn.
All right, so I don't
Got
want to do
this.
anything that has reflex. So I'm going to move here.
And now it's your turn to get the attack of opportunity.
Bring it on, fucker!
Are you ready for this?
Bring it! Not afraid of you.
All right, I brought it. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
I'm ready!
All right, the die had a 2 on it. I rolled a 2 on the die, 13 to hit. Well, 13 to miss, I
yeah,
should
no.
say.
Yeah, no. And I should be 10 feet away.
Man, it's just because it's not
is-
Habibi.
I is. Habibi's only wearing, like, a nice shirt. Keryth has, like, some armor on him.
It is a
Yeah, I do
very
have
nice
some
shirt.
armor.
It's a very nice shirt.
It's a divine shirt.
That was a good one.
It's worthy of the gods. Anyway, I'm gonna try and hit it now. Let me target this jerk.
We'll see if you do. May the odds ever be in your favor.
Okay, Effie.
How's a natural 20 grab you?
Natural 20, I do
Boys.
believe, well, it depends. What's the total?
29.
All right, that's a crit. you win this round. It's a crit.
Alright, here we
Oh
go.
yeah.
Rolling my critical damage. Still not great. I did pretty well on my my deadly D8 at least. In total, it is 18 points of damage, 3 of which is cold.
All right, so you just, like, I imagine Keryth, like, running at this thing, like, at an angle. This giant whiptail centipede, like, slams its tail on the ground, and from behind the tail, the camera, like, pans up into the sky, and you see Keryth jumping up in front of the sun. He's a silhouette, and he just stabs at it with the spear, and you just see this burst of cold and, like, a tangle of metallic leaves spinning around, slicing through the carapace. This thing takes brutal damage, but it is hanging on by a thread. You have 1 action remaining.
I do.
It's
Wow.
ridiculous. You have 1 action remaining.
I don't have any of those, and I don't think I'm not trained in nature either. So I'm gonna try and hit it again because
I don't think you guys were expecting as many bugs in this adventure.
No, not
no, we
really.
were-
Definitely not.
What? Just
Tahni
the title of the
Tahni
the
definitely
title
wasn't.
of the title of the adventure path is Mummy's Mask. Where are the mummies?
It really
Tony-
bugs me.
false advertising.
Okay,
I promise you,
when I
there will be
imagine
mummies.
Tahni being afraid of bugs back in the tomb, that made sense because, like, underground, that kind of thing. I didn't
Yep.
realize every fucking room was going to have a goddamn bug. Every
Hey,
room.
in my defense, there
You're-
there is lots of insect iconography all over ancient Egypt. The scarab is everywhere.
The scarab.
Yeah, but why are there giant centipedes?
Have you ever been
in
to the
a
desert?
house?
Have you been? It's not in the house. It's on the outside of the house.
I swear to God,
You guys are still in the
Waba,
garden.
I swear to God, Waba, if there is another bug fight in this house, I will
I
riot.
promise you, there will be variety of stuff inside the house.
So there's
I
gonna
think
A variety of bugs.
There's a variety of bugs.
All right. Anyway, so my second attack was a resounding miss. I rolled a 6 on the die
Resounding miss.
for a 10.
Oh, that's not gonna work.
All right. We're gonna move on to our little adorable halfling Khepri. It is your turn. Let's see what
Ray
you
of
got.
Frost!
Are you trying to say Keryth isn't adorable?
Keryth is tall and handsome. Khepri is cute and tiny. There's a different kind of appeal to all of your characters.
All right. I'll give that one to you this time.
I cast Ray of Frost.
Oh, all right. Ray of Frost is like one of the, its cantrip niche is the long range. So from 40 feet away, you just try to fire this bolt of ice. Roll me that attack roll.
And I rolled a 3. So 12 total. Don't think that worked.
Oh, you're killing me. Are you gonna hero point it?
You know why? Because my brother has taught me to just not waste things. So we're gonna do it again. I reroll using a hero point. I rolled a 21 total this time, sir.
A 21 will nail it in the face.
7 total.
Nice.
It had 7 hit points.
Yeah.
All
See,
right.
you know what?
What do
You know what,
Khepri?
Tariq? It's because of you. I guess I can learn from you just as you can learn from me.
I imagine like the cold
That was
from
bitchy,
Keryth's
sorry.
spear slowed it down. I'm afraid it didn't happen. But no, the cold from Keryth's spear kind of like slowed it down just enough for Khepri to nail the final blow. And that is the end of the centipede menace
I told him to
in
leave,
the House of
guys.
Pentheru.
I told him to leave.
So that means there's no more centipedes.
I said no
Well,
such thing.
There's
No, you said
half
it was
one
the
somewhere.
end of the centipede menace in the House of Pentheru. That implies there are no more centipedes.
Maybe the other centipedes here are just bros.
That's what
and they're just
these
chilling
should
out.
have done. Tahni, I'm telling you, I warned it, and I think it listened once you gave it quite a bit of damage. It was like, fuck this, I'm out.
I mean, cutting it in half probably helped that as well.
Probably.
It was
persuasive.
definitely Kepri's persuasion, not the axe. Cutting it in half. It was her
It
words.
was my persuasion and then Tahni just nailing that point.
You guys really cut it with your words.
Oh
Cut
my
into it.
God.
Sorry, I'm done. All right. So, exploring this garden a little bit more, you can see a large building to the north of here. It doesn't seem to be attached to the house, but it does seem to be attached to the wall around the house.
We're by a wall.
Well, can we spend some time before we go investigate so that Habibi, if you would be so kind as to heal me and you mainly, and Keryth can also take some time to repair.
I guess Tariq and Khepri can go look at things around the garden.
All right,
and
let's go.
stuff
Okay.
Come on, Ramses.
While you
Just
guys
call
are
out.
doing that.
Yeah. Habibi's got to take care of some of his own wounds too.
What kind of
I feel
checks should we
fine.
be making?
So call out if y'all need anything. Me and Habibi are going to have a little picnic real quick.
Picnics are good.
You got it.
All right, so Tariq and Khepri, you guys are journeying north through this large garden, this very L-shaped garden, and you can see this garden looks like it would have once been magnificent, like it would have been opulent and grassy, and you know that in this region of the world having a grassy garden would have been very expensive to keep up, especially since you guys are fairly far away from the river. But it would have taken some effort to keep up is what I'm trying to say. So all these garden beds are now completely like turned into desert. But other than that, you look around and there doesn't seem to be anything of too much value or interest. Things on the outside would have been the first things to have been picked off in like grave robbing and stuff like things.
Do I detect magic?
You don't detect any magic.
Thank you.
There seems to be another entrance back here.
Oh, I see it. I wonder if we can get in.
So like Tariq rounds the corner of the house, about halfway through the house, and there's like steps leading up to double doors. I guess technically leading out into the garden.
Yeah.
But still within the gated area in the garden area.
Tariq,
Okay.
there's some doors over here,
There's
too.
also, is this gate over here? Is this a gate?
No,
Or
what you are looking up
a
here seems
shed.
to be this, it looks kind of like a shed, but you see these very large, thick stone walls, and on it, you see a bas-relief face of two men. You also see some hieroglyphs carved into the doors just beneath these faces, and each of the corner of this like smallish rectangular stone building stand columns carved to resemble men and women with their arms crossed over their chests, kind of like mummy style, but they don't have the pharaoh's crook and flail. They just have their arms crossed over themselves. Their hands, their palms are stretched out flat against their chest, and they kind of look forward, straight ahead, above you, because they're standing a little bit taller, with very solemn, stern, serious looks.
I wonder if this is where the family was buried.
Yeah, I was gonna say, does it look like a family burial place?
It absolutely does. You guys don't speak ancient Osirian, so you can roll the society check if you want, unless you're waiting for Habibi.
Habibi, when you're ready, we want you to translate, unless Tariq wants to try.
Well, I could try it.
Go for it, Tariq. I'll try it too. You know what?
I can
Why
try
not?
too.
Tariq must have gotten dirt in his eyes because he rolled an 8 or 10.
Could we also do Osiriani lore or just society?
Just society for this one. Keryth, wait, how much did you roll, Erin?
I rolled an 8 on the die and got 10 total.
Perfect. Then in that case, Keryth, you managed to read these hieroglyph very clearly. It identifies the building at the very top as the Crypt of the House of Pentheru, and just beneath it, it has this warning. It says, "May defilers be cursed by the gods until their days of judgment." The faces seem to be Pentheru the Elder and Pentheru the Younger, and you guys recall that they match the statues that you saw outside just as you entered this building, this place. But the statue of the two men seem to represent these men, and the women kind of like beside them represent their wives of the father and the son.
Interesting.
Okay. Maybe we should be very careful and tread that one lightly, guys. I have a feeling we should not barge through any doors there.
Well, we don't have to barge. I've got lockpicks now.
You know what? I'll let you take that over.
Okay.
So, do we want to do this first since it's smaller?
I mean, Tariq's already at the door.
Oh, well, you know what, Tariq? I was asking everyone else, but okay.
I kind of do my own thing sometimes. All right, so
the leader.
That was a nat 20 for 29 total.
Oh shit!
I'm assuming
What are you trying to do?
The lock just opened this door.
It
Wasn't locked, was it?
No, it wasn't.
It saw my presence there, and my nat 20, it just magically unlocked. It was definitely locked before.
I love it.
Gracious. So, to describe the door a little bit more clearly, there are no handles, no doorknobs, no lockpicks. It's just a big, heavy stone door that you would have to like push open.
Well, Tariq clearly had the strength to push it with his thieves' tools.
It's fine.
Tariq, that's not quite how you use them, but good job.
Tariq kind of like looks down, is like, well, I guess you'll have to show me. I need a little bit of practice. And he kind of like, he gets a little embarrassed and he tucks his like thieving tools back like in the side pocket in his bag. And it's like, well, door's open either way.
I just have this image of like Tariq taking thieves' tools in the lockpick set and like smashing it into the wall and it just gives. And he's like, oh, there's not a lock.
It's pretty funny. So yeah, you push aside these big heavy stone doors. They feel like they haven't moved in millennia, and just they get pushed aside, and you see these staircases, or the stairwell that kind of like descends down deep into the darkness below. They go underground. So clearly the mausoleum isn't just a small building. This is just the entrance to the mausoleum.
So we get a house and a tomb?
Hell yeah.
You guys got lucky. This is a lucky roll.
Go into the darkness.
Tariq, with your perception check, you don't really see anything down into the darkness. It is pitch black down there.
Can someone
Okay,
cast
Tariq is
light?
going to turn on his light.
Jinx.
You have
flip
a
the
flashlight? What?
Wait, how do I just like hit cast on it? I haven't done
You did.
this yet. Okay.
Yeah. So, and you just drag and drop the spell effect. Both Khepri and Tariq can't cast light, and you guys can cast on different sources to have like extra light in the area around you.
Well, Tahni, since you have that big old axe, would you like to take light from me?
Sure.
All right, it's all yours.
Drag that.
I'll just keep the one light, and then that way, usually either I'm in the front or Tahni is, and the other follows up the back, so should work out.
All right.
Okay, I guess I'll go forth into the darkness.
All right. Yeah. Talk to me about party order. Who is going down into the darkness first?
Oh, this doesn't
Tahni
bode
for
well.
sure because of the light.
Tahni first. Okay. Who's
Oh,
next?
I thought Tariq was gone.
Tariq, it's 2x2, so Tariq and Tahni first. Who's next?
I'll go behind
Habibi.
behind
Well,
them.
Here,
I'll go behind
Keryth,
Tanhi.
All right.
I was gonna
And
say,
then-
Khepri, you
and
switch
Ramses
places
are
with
last.
me, so that way
Keryth?
there's a little bit light in the back.
All right. So Tariq, do you want to go next to Khepri, or where's Ramses?
I'll be
going
next
in
to
this?
Habibi, and then
Ramses-
Keryth, you move up.
Ramses is behind Tariq.
All right. And as you guys descend down into these staircases, into this stairwell, you find yourselves in this tiny little room, just a few feet on a side, and it's this stone altar, and it sits upon a raised stone platform in the center of this otherwise square room. A caryatid of columns carved into the likeness of male and female figures with their arms crossed over their chest, the same way as above corner the altar here in the middle. Their arms are crossed over their chests, and koppishes and ankhs in their hands stand at each corner of the platform. Empty torch holders are built into the four corners of the rooms, and there are two stairwells in this room. One descends even deeper down into this crypt behind the altar, and one that you guys just came from. What do you guys want to do?
I guess I'm gonna step in.
All right. And as you step in, your light immediately illuminates a figure in this corner,
Oh shit.
right there.
No,
Just-
don't pause it.
Just as Keryth steps forward, this figure.
Gonna go back.
That's why I paused it. This figure
Oh, I don't
is
like
kind
that.
of
That's-
crouched, hiding in the corner, kind of like Gollum style, and just kind of like its arms are twisted and gnarled into its chest. It's kind of like, and then as soon as the light comes in, it kind of like looks at you. Its face completely bandaged except for its mouth. It opens
Mummy?
up
Is
its.
it a mummy?
It opens up its mouth. It screeches at you, and it lunges to attack. Let's roll for initiative.
It's a mummy.
Are we actually doing a mummy?
Oh, this
I don't know. Are
seems
we?
a little terrifying.
Mummy?
Are you my mummy?
God
Oh
damn
my
it! Why
gosh.
can I never roll well on initiative?
You rolled better than me.
So these right here, the things that are in the four corners, like, can I step around to get
Yeah, they're
north
yeah, they
of
don't,
the mummy?
yeah, easy. They don't
Okay.
occupy the entire square. They're just kind of like there.
Okay.
So we're gonna start off the initiative top of the order with round 1, Tahni.
Okay.
It is your turn.
First thing that I'm gonna do is I'm going to maneuver myself through like these statues and by the that crypt to get north of the whatever this is, mummy.
It looks bandaged. It looks creepy. Here's a picture of what it looks like.
Ugh.
Yeah, mummy.
It's very creepy. It's very undead looking.
Weren't
But
we
you never
just
know.
having like a conversation about
Oh.
are we gonna actually fight a mummy in this?
Well, if I think that it's undead, I'm gonna use a free action.
All right. Go ahead and try. I'll accept either a religion or occultism.
Okay.
Alrighty then. You're taking a look at this thing and you try to recall what information you can think of. You think this is some sort of mummy, but you just can't you can't place exactly what kind of benefits and powers mummies had. You try to think very closely, but like your rage is like overwhelming you right now and you just can't think clearly.
Okay, so Slayer's identification was a bust. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna fall back on what I know best.
Bam bam.
Smash.
Bam bam.
Smash.
I did a 9 on the die for a 19.
A 19 is going to miss.
What?
Dang.
Okay. That is my turn.
Khepri, it is your turn.
Oh gosh, Khepri can like just barely see around the corner and sees Tahni miss with a very, very powerful swing, and Kepri's like, "Oh no, what are we?"
Yeah, you can
Up
hear
against?
Tahni. You can't really see this creature just yet.
I know,
Yeah.
but I see her, and I don't see her hit anything, and she's like, "What the heck is up there?" So Khepri is gonna take, for her first action, she is gonna move up a little bit, kind of next to Keryth, because she wants to see it. She's like, "Oh, what is that?" And so she's taken aback a little bit, and she is going to try and see, since it seems like it's all dusty and rattly, she's gonna try to produce flame and see if she can catch it on fire. Crap, I really cannot do well with attack rolls today. I rolled a 14 total.
A 14 you know is going to miss.
I know it's gonna miss. So Khepri tried to burn it. She's like, clearly I need to practice a little bit more, and that's all of her turn. A very unfortunate...
I mean, it's still fairly like dark-ish in this area. You try to throw the fire, and it's just like this thing like ducks out of the way, and you're like, beans, and it just like hits the wall behind you. You see this big scorch mark.
In her defense, Keryth is much taller than her, and she was trying not to hit Keryth.
Tariq, it is your turn. You are the last one before this creature goes.
So Tariq is going to kind of hear like some weird noise going on, and like Tahni's trying to hit something. So he's like, oh great. So he's gonna come out from the stairwell, and he's going to come up here and like run. He's gonna see like this what looks to be like a mummy. I'm not gonna say it's a mummy, but looks like a mummy. Can I stand here at all? Or
no, you can't stand in that square, but you can pass through it. That's the square of the statue, so you can
just making sure, because I'd
occupy it.
So he's going to see that and be like, oh my gosh, and he is just going to, just out of reaction, he's going to do a produce flame cantrip on him.
You can do it, you can do it.
Oh. This is so lame. A 15.
A 15, again, is going to miss.
The siblings are not doing well with the produce flame.
All right, it is this creature's turn now.
I'm a little nervous.
Man, these rolls are like so terrible today.
They're not the greatest.
I haven't gotten a good roll.
I really
I got one good roll.
I was banking on us not being in another initiative because I was like, oh, we're already in one initiative. I was wrong.
Nope, this is a double initiative session. I thought you guys were going to explore the house. All right, it's going to target Tahni, and it is going to try and trip her. It's going to reach out with her and just try to drag her to the ground. It's going to roll an athletics check against her.
Rude.
I rolled
luck.
a 26 against your fortitude DC. Or I guess tripping is reflex. 26 against reflex DC.
She's a cat.
That's a critical success.
A
What?
critical success.
What?
All right. So not only do you land prone, you also take 1d6 points of damage as it like forces you onto the ground so hard that you actually take damage from it. You take 4 points of bludgeoning damage. And while you are on the ground, it is going to take the leap action. It has a speed of at least 25 feet. So it is going to jump over Tahni and land right here in front of Tariq. And with its final action, it is going to try and punch you with its fist.
That's not very nice.
And neither is my roll. I rolled a natural 1. So we're going to go out to Keryth.
It kind of tripped as it leaped, huh?
Yeah, it landed, and it just kind of like landed in like a fumbling Spider-Man position. It just tries to get up from there, and that was its final action. But yeah, Tahni's on the ground. Tariq is getting attacked. Keryth, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
This is like a statue, right?
Yes, you can't occupy the space, but you can move through it.
Well, I don't need to. I actually I will. I am going to go past everyone and go here. Because even though she's on the ground, she can still grant flanking, right?
As far as I can tell, yes.
Cool beans. Alright, so that was action 1. Action 2, we're gonna try overdrive again.
Alright, good luck.
Natural 20! I think this is the first time I've gotten a critical success on overdrive.
Well, what does it do? What does overdrive do as a critical success?
So for success, you get extra damage equal to half your intelligence modifier, but with the critical success, you get additional damage equal to your intelligence modifier for a whole minute. And now I'm gonna try and hit it.
All right, go for it.
Okay. How's another natural 20 grab you?
Oh,
I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
I will take a screenshot.
She is sucking everyone's luck. All right, roll me that critical damage.
Okay.
She's on a roll with those rolls. Oh, that wasn't that good. But
I rolled really bad on damage though.
That's right. How much did you roll?
All right, so in total, it is 17 points of damage. So this is how bad I rolled, okay? On the D6, I rolled a 2. On my fatal D8, my deadly D8, a 1.
Oh.
All right. Well, something else happens. As you try to pull back your spear,
Oh no.
I need you to roll me a reflex save.
Why?
Just roll me a reflex save.
I would say because it's got an attack of opportunity.
It's got something inside of it when I poke holes in it.
Just roll me a reflex save.
When you poke holes in it.
Oh no.
Is your luck continuing?
Okay, I didn't roll bad. Okay, I rolled
Okay.
fairly well. I got a 16 on the die for a 24.
A 24 is a failure. You
So
try to
I'm
pull back
concerned.
your weapon, and it just gets stuck to this creature.
No!
Is it
No.
just rotting on the inside? What the heck?
You can't keep my spear. I worked hard on that.
Oh, Keryth.
You can pull back your spear, but it will take an athletics check with, you assume, a similar DC or similar check. So currently, you have no weapon.
Wow, I still have a hand on it. I don't like
You have
this
your
guy.
hand on the spear, but you don't have your hand on the weapon, or like you can't use it to attack.
Habibi sees Tahni fall, but she doesn't look like she's hurt, and he sees that thing, like something just jump over her, and he wants to do a religion check
Sure.
for recall knowledge.
I will take religion or occultism.
We're doing religion.
All right. Religion it is. All right. I'll tell you this.
Oh no.
It's not a mummy,
What?
nor do you get the sense that it is undead, in fact. It is something else.
Is this another construct?
Whatever it is, it doesn't
Gosh,
feel like a
dang it.
construct either. It feels like it's moving too organically, and as Keryth squished into it, you can feel like you heard flesh kind of like give way to it. But whatever it is, it's hard to tell.
Ew.
Okay, I'm still not like convinced I rolled great, but I guess I'll try. You know what? I will cast Forbidding Ward on Tahni.
All right. So Tahni is now the forbidden ward to this thing. Tahni, it is your turn. You're prone on the ground, and this thing is like slimy and kind of gross. It's weird. It's your turn.
Sorry, I was reading Forbidding Ward. What is it?
You get a +1 status bonus to armor class and saving throws.
Okay.
So you target one ally and one enemy. I assume the one enemy here is the other target.
Yeah.
So anytime this creature, whatever it is, tries to attack Tahni, Tahni gets a +1 bonus. The problem is Habibi has to sustain this. So each round from here on out, Habibi has to spend one action to maintain the ward.
Okay. So if I just sit up and I grab onto its ankle and I just like pull it down.
Yes,
How-
go on.
How many actions would that be?
So you said you want to, like, are you standing up or are you
No,
are you
I
pulling it
am-
down from prone?
From my position, I'm going to grab its ankle and I'm going to try to drag it
Got it.
down with me.
Just one action, but I do believe prone imposes a negative or a -2 penalty on those attacks. I might be wrong.
But it's in athletics, right?
You know what? Go for it. Why not? Yeah, people wrestle on the ground all the time. Go for it.
So, athletics. A 16 on the die for a 27.
27 to trip this thing is going to bring it down. It is
Oh,
now
yeah.
also
Nice.
prone.
Yes.
Now.
Go, Tahni, go!
Wait. I need you to also roll me a reflex save.
Oh, shit.
Oh no.
This is gonna be fun, guys. I got a 13 on the die for an 18.
+1.
An 18 total is going to fail. You bring
What about
this down by
+1?
grabbing its ankles.
Oh yeah, plus
It's-
1, so 19.
Same thing.
Oh.
You bring it down, and you try to like let go, and your hands are stuck to its ankles. You become grappled as well.
Oh, no.
Okay, but that's only
Oh,
one
no.
hand. Okay?
It's
So my
fine.
other hand
Yep.
with the axe,
Doesn't
can
learn
I
the
just
lesson.
can I just like go backwards with it and try to hit it?
Is it a one or two-handed axe?
Oh, this large axe is too heavy to wield with only one hand. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so what do I need to do to unstick myself?
You can try an athletics check to escape.
Um,
Now you already did an action with the attack trait on it, so this escape will be at a -5.
Oh.
Okay. So A 12.
A 12 total is not going to succeed. Shocking,
okay.
I know.
I know, really shocking. Well, okay, so I guess my last action, I'm just gonna try to make sure my grip is good. Like, I know I'm stuck on him, but, like, trying to keep him down.
Well, you can punch him with your free hand. Do you have an unarmed attack?
But I would have to drop my weapon.
I mean, it'll drop in the square next to you.
Yeah, but that's extra actions. I'm just gonna try to keep hold of him. So this is minus,
All right.
what, 10?
You don't have to do another athletics check. You maintain the grapple on him.
Okay.
Or you want to grapple on him because you just tripped him. Yeah, you can try a grapple check. You can do that in minus 10.
Minus 10. Okay, so I rolled a 19
grapple
on the
him.
die for a
Ooh.
30 total. Minus 10
Ooh.
is a 20.
Oh.
That was like such a build, like minus 20. Oh. It's like 30. Oh my gosh. Oh wait.
God, I want to give it to you. Tell you what, spend your hero point. I'll give it to you. You're so close. You're off by 2.
Okay.
Thanks
You're
for the
spending your hero
knowledge.
point?
Yes. I'm
All
going.
right.
I'm gonna. If he's gonna grapple me, I'm gonna grapple him back.
So you have this cat and this sticky, not undead, and they're just like.
I'm just imagining like a cat, like an actual cat, and like when they have a toy and they have it like caught in their claws, and then they just bring up their back
Yes.
feet and start like batting at it. That is what Tahni is doing.
That's
She
what's
is
happening.
like, she's like, oh, I'm stuck. Hold on to it tighter.
Oh, goodness gracious. Well, Khepri, it is your turn.
So Khepri was gonna try produce flame again, and then she saw, oh shoot, Tahni's stuck, and I don't want to catch Tahni on fire or ruin Keryth's stuff.
You have very good aim.
Well-
if you there's no splash on it.
Well, that and with him grappled, isn't his AC lower?
Oh yeah. Yeah, because he is flat-footed and prone and grappled and all this other stuff, his AC is 4 lower than it was just a little while
So
ago.
this isn't gonna burn Tahni or ruin Keryth's stuff.
Not that I can tell.
Okay, well we're gonna try produce flame again. Kepri's gonna be like, okay, we can do it, we can do it, we can do it.
Don't miss,
Cats.
don't miss.
Hold on, I have to hit attack, sir.
I'm just saying, don't miss. Good luck.
I rolled a 19 on the die for a total of 28.
A 28 is a crit exactly.
Yes! Let's roll that damage. 10 points of damage, double that, bitch, for 20.
Not only that, but you can see some fire lingering on this thing as it takes 2d4 persistent fire
Yes!
damage. It is now on fire with Tahni grappling it.
Tariq, fire! It did work.
You have one action remaining, actually. What would you like to do?
Oh, crap. Hold on. Okay, we're going to activate Ramses.
Remember, he can't stand in that square with a statue on it.
I was just,
Sorry to rain on your parade.
I am not going to
Dum,
activate
dum, dum,
Ramses because he can't go anywhere. So, what do I have for one action in here, huh? What do I have for one action?
Well, nobody has successfully recalled knowledge. You can try a recall knowledge with an occultism or religion check.
Sure, let me give it a shot. Let me pull it up. What do I have better? I have a +2 in occultism and a +9 in religion. That's probably what is going to be better. All right. I rolled.
Not well.
Well, never mind.
You similarly don't know anything about this thing. But again, all the stickiness here tells you guys it's definitely probably not undead. It is this weird something else. It seems more aberrant in its nature.
I don't know what that means.
It
Like an
feels like it's an
aberration.
aberration of some sort. Like some
Oh.
sort of alien creature. Tariq, it's your turn.
Ew.
Alright, so I'm gonna shoot for Magus analysis again. Because he doesn't want to get his staff stuck in that that mess.
That sounds
You
bad.
said religion, right?
Or occultism.
But I know religion now. I mean a little bit. I don't want to say I'm great at it. I rolled 17 total. God, my rolls suck today.
You said 17 with religion?
Yes.
God dang, guys. No, I'm trying it. That would have worked if it was an occultism, but with a religion,
That's
that ain't
just
gonna cut it.
That's just one action, right?
That is only one action.
Okay, can I roll occultism now? Or can
Sure,
I roll
as a separate
religion
action?
again?
Why
Yeah.
not? Go ahead and roll occultism.
Okay, we'll try.
I mean, you're not going to have much actions to do any of your fun stuff,
Yeah.
but go for it.
You never know.
Oh, you're supposed to be rolling these privately. Roll these privately, girl. What are you doing?
Oh, well. Okay, how do I do that?
These are knowledge checks. Erin, you're the one who wrote the flashcard for Ashley.
But I really don't do that many knowledge checks in initiative. Okay.
I like how I have now been called out about how I need to have something to help me with that.
I don't think you've actually referenced that. I think you just memorized it after she gave it to you. That occultism is much better, but it still also isn't going to cut it.
Oh. Well.
You still look at these things and you still don't know what this thing is. Weird and strange and unnatural and gross and creepy and bleh.
All of us are just thrown off because we thought it was gonna be a mummy, and either it's severely Wait.
Decomposed?
Yes, not decompensated. Decomposed, or it's something completely different, and we're all just wrong.
Well, Tariq has one action left. You never know. Maybe he can kill it right now. This thing is looking badly injured.
Okay, fine. I guess I'll hit it with my staff.
It's gonna get stuck.
I don't want to do it though.
Andrew just did an evil
My
laugh.
My rolls have been terrible. It was a 17 on the die for a total of 27.
A 27 is just shy of a crit, but that
good.
does hit it.
Okay. Whew. Oh my gosh. It was
What'd
one
you
on the
get?
die for a total of 5.
5 points of damage is not
even-
nothing. However,
Not
I
enough.
need you to roll me a reflex save.
Aw, shoot.
I knew better. It failed.
What'd you
It was a
get?
19 total.
A 19 is insufficient, and your staff also gets stuck in this creature.
Dang
So
damn
now
it.
if Tariq and Keryth want to attack, they have to escape from this thing. And technically so does Tahni, though her weapon isn't also stuck in this thing. Her hand is stuck on this thing, and she needs both hands to attack this thing.
The image I have of this is hilarious.
It's stuck like glue.
It is going to be this creature's turn, who has yet been unnamed and unidentified. It is going to target Tahni on the ground with her, and it is going to first action. Oh, I'm immobilized. I can't move because I'm grappled. I'm going to try to break out of this first.
I don't think
You're
you
also
can-
prone, so when you do break out of it, you also have to spend an action to stand up.
Correct. Now, I
Just a
tried
reminder.
to stand up first, but being grappled, I am prone. Ugh! 15 to try and break out with your athletics DC.
Athletics DC? Oh, no.
Oh my god, I didn't think so either. Alright, so that's its first action. Its second action is just gonna say, fuck it. Here's a punch to the face. Come on, buddy.
Does that cause its
To
fist
who?
to get stuck on the person's face?
Huh?
Why
Actually,
would you
that...
suggest that, Karen? Why?
Because it's a very hilarious image.
Yeah, but it's
I
going
rolled.
against me.
You'll be
I
fine.
rolled.
If
I
anyone can
rolled.
take it, you can.
Hero!
A nat
I
one.
rolled. Thank you. A number,
1.
which we will find out next week.
Oh, fuck
Seriously?
you.
No, that's rude, Andrew Baba.
Fuck you and the horse you rolled in on.
Hey everyone, we hope you enjoyed the episode. If you liked what you heard, then please like, share, or subscribe to the Mithril Tabletop. You can find us on YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Reddit, and Instagram. Or always feel free to email us at themithraltabletop@gmail.com. We'll see you next week. Music and sound effects are provided to you by Envato Elements. The Mummy's Mask is copyright 2014. Mummy's Mask images, characters, and artwork are a trademark of Paizo Incorporated.